I can use context clues to help me determine the meaning of homographs. What's a homograph? Well, homo means same and graph means to write. So homographs are words that are written or spelled the same but have different meanings. They are sometimes pronounced differently also. So we're going to use our nearby words as clues, our context clues, to help us figure out the meaning of our homographs. So here's an example. I feel so discouraged, said Kim. I guess there's nothing we can do. So in bold, that is a homograph. That is spelled the same as another word that has a different meaning. In this case, they sound the same. So we're going to use our strategy that we've been using, and we're going to look inside the word, then we're going to look outside the word, and then we're going to plug in to make it make sense. Look inside, look outside, plug in. So when I look inside, I know two different meanings for the word can. Can be a metal container that can store things, or can could mean to be able to do something. So if I look outside, I see the word feel discouraged. So that tells me that it's not a metal container. It's more connected to being able to do something. So I'm going to plug in are able to. I feel so discouraged, said Kim. I guess there's nothing we're able to do. That sounds right. It makes sense. So we just looked inside of our word and we thought of the meanings that we already know. We used our clues around it, and then we plugged in a meaning to make sense. So here's our workbook page that we are going to work on today. And we're going to have that same purpose. I can use context clues to help me determine the meaning of homographs. Here are our directions. Read the sentence, underline the context clues that help you determine the meaning of the homograph in bold, then circle the letter of the correct definition. Number 1, the barking dog was loud. So there's our homograph in bold. That word is spelled the same as another word, and it does sound the same, but different meanings. So if we look inside the word, bark could mean the outer layer of a tree, and it could also mean the loud cry of a dog. So now I'm going to look outside my word at the clues, and I see loud, and I also see dog. Now I'm going to see what definition matches. The outer layer of a tree or a loud cry from a dog. A loud cry from a dog. Number 2, the pilot was checking the plane to make sure everything was running correctly. There is my homophone in bold. And now I'm going to think about my definitions. Run, if I look inside the word, could either mean to move fast, or it could mean work. Something runs or something works. Now I'm going to look at my context clues. The pilot was checking the plane to make sure everything was running correctly. I'm looking outside the word, checking the plane and correctly. Well, that doesn't mean that something's moving fast. That means it's working. So now I'm going to plug in. The pilot was checking the plane to make sure everything was working correctly. Number 3, the line was led by Nova Lee. Here is a homophone that's spelled the same as another word, and it means something different. So I know that lead could be a metal found in pencils if I look inside the word. I also know that it could be someone that people follow. So now I'm going to look outside the word. Line and Nova Lee. Well, that connects to following someone. So now I'm going to plug in. The line was I have to think about this. The line was directed by Nova Lee. And what definition matches? Someone people follow. we just met our purpose. I can use context clues to help me determine the meaning of homograph.